Prince Albert II and Princess Charlene of Monaco were discreetly spotted in Venice. This exclusive report reveals the behind-the-scenes of their romantic getaway, the tender gestures that defy protocol, and the secrets of an intriguing couple. Mystery surrounds them, rumors haunt them, but nothing seems able to undermine the determination of the princely couple of Monaco to preserve their secret garden, at all costs. And that is precisely what they did in Venice, far from the spotlight, in a city bathed in romance, nestled between mist and canals. Charlene and Albert of Monaco chose Italy for a romantic getaway, free from the usual media frenzy, in an atmosphere that was at once subdued, elegant, and deeply intimate. Their stay in the Serenissima did not escape the most attentive gaze, but it took place with rare discretion, like a whisper, almost invisible. Yet, behind this apparent calm, their presence in Venice is full of meaning. It says much more than images can convey. She speaks of a couple in reconstruction, of a rekindled bond, of a conscious choice to refocus on what is essential. It must be said that the past few years have not been kind to the royal couple. Between Princess Charlene's prolonged absences, her health problems, rumors of separation, and persistent allusions to marital tensions, the Monegasque monarchy has navigated some rough waters. Venice, with its still beauty and ability to suspend time, seems to have been chosen as a symbolic refuge. A way for Charlene and Albert to put their obligations on hold, to reconnect, far from the hustle and bustle of the rock and the pressures of institutions. Witnesses describe them walking side by side, sometimes hand in hand, exchanging knowing glances, staying in a discreet but luxurious establishment overlooking the lagoon. No omnipresent bodyguards, no staged scenes. Just two people trying to revive a bond that some said was strained. In the narrow streets of Venice, they were seen in small restaurants, off the beaten track, preferring intimate spaces conducive to confidences. A rare image for a couple accustomed to official ceremonies, gala dinners, and the obligations of representation. This discreet but symbolic trip comes at a strategic time of year. The summer of 2025 is marked by numerous international events, growing diplomatic tensions, increased pressure on European sovereigns, and constant attention on royal families, particularly due to questions of succession, the modernization of monarchies, and their adaptation to today's world. In this context, Albert and Charlene of Monaco seem to have chosen a different course, that of emotional refocusing. Venice is not just a tourist destination for them. It is almost a silent declaration. By choosing this eternal city, they have also chosen to turn a page, to make a strong, yet gentle, gesture. Princess Charlene, whose health had long been a source of concern, appeared radiant, relaxed, with a soft gaze, far from the rigidity sometimes perceived during public appearances. Her outfits, understated yet refined, also attracted attention: pastel colors, light fabrics, and flowing silhouettes. She seemed in her element, walking slowly arm in arm with her husband, her face slightly hidden by a wide-brimmed hat or sunglasses. Prince Albert, for his part, adopted a relaxed style, far from formal suits, sporting elegant polo shirts, sometimes a Panama hat, and a discreet smile tugging at the corners of his lips. But this stay wasn't all strolling and contemplation. According to some indiscretions, the couple also met with patrons and artists, and even discussed philanthropic projects related to heritage preservation. Venice, plagued by the effects of mass tourism and climate threats, could be the starting point for a joint initiative, a way of combining business with pleasure, of showing that behind the image of a princely couple, there are also two committed personalities. The choice not to travel with their children, Jacques and Gabriella, also sends a message. This is truly an adult trip, a time to reconnect without the burden of parents, without the gaze of the palace. This speaks volumes about the need to strengthen their marital intimacy, an intimacy that princely protocols often put to the test. This isn't the first time Albert and Charlene have been alone, but never has their stay seemed so symbolic. Far from tensions, far from Monaco, they chose a city that inspires love, silence, and longevity. This getaway to Venice also comes after a period of intense speculation about their relationship. Some European media outlets even suggested an unofficial separation, a life in parallel, a facade of cohabitation. This trip dispels these doubts. It shows that the bond is still there, that they value their union, that they know how to protect themselves. It also shows that they no longer want to let rumors influence their image. By controlling their presence, by choosing the right moment to appear, they regain control of the narrative. The discreetly captured images show them strolling near the Bridge of Sighs, boarding a gondola at sunset, and sharing dinner in a discreet trattoria in the Dorsoduro district. Every gesture, every smile exchanged, seems to speak louder than 1,000 words. This isn't an announcement or an orchestrated return. It's a sincere desire to reaffirm their bond, in an atmosphere far from the hustle and bustle. Venice, a mirror city, a city of memory, offered them this setting. This is no coincidence. Many couples in crisis choose this city to attempt reconciliation, to rekindle an extinguished flame. But in the case of Charlene and Albert, it's not the flame they're seeking to rekindle, it's the depth of the bond they wish to preserve. And they seem to have understood this through the silences, the walks, and the tender gestures. Upon their return to Monaco, scrutiny will be heightened. Their public appearances will be scrutinized. But what they experienced in Venice cannot be taken away from them. This suspended moment will remain a separate chapter in their story. A getaway for two, in a timeless city, like a silent oath. They proclaimed nothing, made nothing official. But in this age of controlled images, silence is sometimes the strongest message. And you, do you still believe in the silent power of royal gestures of love?